What up, sweet gang? It's your girl Rochelle in the building, coming to bring you another great video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the toolbox strawberries for Father's Day. And here are the supplies that I'm going to go over with you. I have some Merkin's chocolate, black and red, and of course some strawberries. And also I have some food coloring for my chocolate. This is the Chefmasters candy colored black and candy color red, and you have to make sure that it's candy color to go into your chocolate. Now we're gonna get right into the rest of the supplies. I have a rolling pin, scraper, some brushes, toothpicks, and we have some parchment paper, and I have some CMC powder for our fondant to get it stiff. And we have a nice tool mold, and we have our Dad stamp, which is my favorite. And next we have some Imperial color dust and some poppy paint, brown and a super shine. Next we have our impression mat. This is a wood grain impression mat that we're going to use, and you will have these links in the description box below. So here I have my fondant. I'm using a Fat Daddy-O's fondant, white and brown, and I'm going to get started with creating my fondant pieces. So I just used some CMC powder to thicken up or stiffen up my fondant, and you want to work that in really good before you put it into your cavity mold. So here, starting off with your pieces, you want to press your fondant in real firmly. After about 5 minutes or so, your fondant should become stiff, and it'll be good to put into your mold. So you want to take the scraper, make sure it's in the cavity really well, flip it over, and then start to pull it back. And then here you have your fondant piece. Here in the next few clips, you're going to see me demonstrating how to create these tool pieces using this nice silicone mold. Just to add also, doing these particular pieces are very tedious, or can be tedious, but it's important to know that these pieces can be done a week in advance or a few days in advance, and they can just be kept out on your counter at room temperature, and they'll be ready for when you're ready to design your strawberries. Now, if you come across where some of your cavity is not all the way full, just add a small piece of fondant and just fill it in. Roll the rolling pin over it, and just make sure that is in that cavity well. And then once it's full, then you can flip it over and then begin to carefully take out your fondant piece. So next, I'm going to show you how to make the little utility rag or little work rag that a lot of handymans use. So what I'm going to show you how to just create a cloth, a handy cloth, using this piece of fondant and this brown poppy paint. So I just added a little bit of the coloring to my finger, and I just want to smudge a little bit onto this piece before I cut it out to make it look like a oily cloth. So here you're gonna see I cut the sides off just to clean them up a little bit, and it's no particular way to create this cloth. I just want to make it look as natural as possible. So I'm just bending it up a little bit so that I can place it onto my strawberries as if you have your utility towel or oil towel in your toolbox. So here I'm taking my piece of brown fondant. This is also a Fat Daddy-O's fondant. I'm using the wood impression mat, and I'm just laying it right over the fondant, taking my rolling pin and just rolling it back and forth to get the impression into the fondant. Now I'm going to take the stamp, and you want to make sure it's turned correctly, and just take it and press into your fondant. Make sure your fondant is thick enough so that it will leave an impression and not go all the way through. Taking the cutter part and just placing it right over so you can cut out this nice little dad plaque to go along with your dessert box. Nice gift box for Father's Day. So here you have the little dad plaque. Now if you want to do any extra pieces, just give some space in between the next one and press and then cut it out. Now we're getting ready to color the tool pieces. So I'm using a poppy paint brown and the Super Shine. The Super Shine is to help bring out the life of these tools. You know, Ro gives you life. So we're gonna bring life to these tools. And here I have some paper potion that I'm going to put in for my silver dust. So I'm just add a little dust to a little cup here, and then just pour a little into the cup, and you want that dust to dissolve into this liquid. Now if you don't have paper potion, you can also use vodka or lemon extract. That works well. But we're going to color these pieces to create the life of these tools. When creating these particular pieces for your desserts, you want to make sure that you have a nice small bristle brush that will define these particular parts of your pieces. You don't want to have too big of a brush or big of a bristle to overpower your small pieces. You want to make sure that you have the right supplies and tools when creating these pieces. Links for the items that I'm using in this video will be listed in the description box under this video. Here you see me using this. This is a non-edible paint. This is an Imperial Silver. So I'm using another brush to apply the silver to the other parts of these tools. After these sets have been painted, it's best to let them sit and dry completely for a couple of hours before you apply the super shine. So I will let them sit and dry for an hour before I add this other application to these tool sets. So you want to make sure they completely dry, and then you apply this clear super shine. It just brings life to what you're creating. And once your pieces are dry, then you can begin to apply this application over your tool set. Once you have applied this application, let it dry completely, and it can sit out for a day, or you can let it dry for a couple of hours, and then you're all set and you have your nice tool set for your strawberries. So here I have my strawberries and they're already clean. So you want to make sure you take your toothpick and insert them at the top. Make sure they're in and not all the way in, just good enough to dip. Now we're going to get into melting our chocolate. I have 2 tablespoons of Paramount Crystals into my cups, and we're going to melt them for 30 seconds, doing 30-second intervals. So I have melted my first 2 30-second intervals, and as you see here, it has melted. So now I'm going to color my chocolate. This candy color, this is a Chefmasters Candy Color Red. I am coloring my chocolate because I want to enhance the color to give it a nice vibrant red. I am using a red Merkins candy melt, which has a little dull redness to it. So using this candy color will enhance the color, and you will see in the next clips coming up. Also, we have the black Merkins that I will be doing the same technique, melting for 30-second intervals. And once the melts have melted, then I'm adding in the Chefmasters candy color. And as you see here, they're vibrant and red, black, and beautiful. So taking your strawberry, holding the leaf back, and you want to dip. Now, after you have melted your chocolate, make sure you let it sit for about 5 minutes to cool before dipping. That will prevent the elephant skin that looks like the little wrinkles in the strawberries. You can prevent that by just letting your chocolate sit for 5 minutes before you dip. So in the next coming clips, you'll see me dip and then see these very vibrant red and black strawberries. So as you notice, when I dip my berries, I like to have a full cup, and I dip and I make sure I get all the excess, the extra chocolate from the berry. Then I scrape the berry along the edge of my cup, and then I place it on the surface, and I push forward just to make sure I don't have any pool or puddle of chocolate at the bottom of my berries. So now you see here I am preparing for my drizzle bag. So I'm gonna take some of the extra red and black chocolate melts and make me some drizzle bags using my piping bags, which these are a little large for my drizzle bags, but I'm just gonna use these, cut them down a little bit so I can have some control of the bag and do some drizzle lines over my strawberries. Before I get started on my drizzle lines, I want to show you how beautiful these black and red berries are. See what difference it makes by using that candy color. So here I have my drizzle bag. You want to make sure you pull your chocolate back before you cut your desired hole. And you want to start off with a small hole and do a pre-drizzle before you even do any lines on your strawberries. And you want to make sure you have a good flow of chocolate. All right. But before I get started, I need to pull these berries back so I won't get no red drizzle onto my black berries. So taking your bag and just gonna go back and forth over your berries to give a nice flow of chocolate going over your berries and creating this beautiful drizzle line. Now, leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know how beautiful these berries are. And we're going to get right into the next part of this video. So here we're going to place our pieces onto our strawberries. So we're going to use the chocolate as a glue, which helps help these pieces stick onto your strawberries really good. So I recommend that you use chocolate when adding pieces to your strawberries. So when you apply your chocolate to your piece, you need to hold for a few minutes until it's not moving. So you don't want to place it on there and then let it go, or you're gonna have chocolate smeared onto your strawberry. So make sure you hold it for a few minutes until it's not moving anymore to assure that that piece is onto your strawberry well. So here you have your toolbox strawberries, and you already know what I'm coming next with, right? Yep, a toolbox gift box. Just great for my strawberries. Here I have inside some red shredded paper, tissue gift paper, and some red cupcake liners that I'm going to place my berries in for this gift set. So you want to make sure you remove your toothpicks. It's a pet peeve of mine, seeing toothpicks and strawberries, especially in a gift set. So make sure those toothpicks are removed before placing into your gift box. And you can find these items in my description box under the video. If you have enjoyed this video, you guys, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let's get this video to 400 likes if you want to see another gift set, Father's Day gift set box. And I will come and do another video for you tomorrow. All right, here we have our Father's Day tool set gift box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. And once again, if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to let you know your girl is on, coming to give you life. And leave a comment letting me know. If you enjoyed this video, get this video to 400 likes and I'll come back with another gift set. And you all enjoy.